do exercise A. Exercise A of your book. Dear diary, in my waterproof tent I lie, nice and dry, eating an apple, an egg, and a nutty pie. An apple, an egg, and a nutty pie. Am I missing mom? Am I missing home? I am not sure. All I know is I'm enjoying my tour. Pit a pat, a raindrop falls. Is that a hyena laughing or an owl hooting? Down below, is that a mole hunkering? Glad I'm in a waterproof tent with some dinner and the attitude of a winner. So clear, children? These are the words which you have to fill in that exercise A. Okay. Now let's move to the third article, that is the. The and can be used for any person or thing, but the is used for a particular person or thing. Like, for example, if I say take a chair, I'm saying about any chair. But at the same time, if I say take the chair lying near the window, that is, I am talking about some particular chair which is lying near the window. So there is a difference. Here it can be any chair. So any chair we are using a. But here we are talking about a particular chair. So here we are using take the chair lying near the window. Clear, everyone? One more example is there. A man is waiting at the door. A man is waiting at the door. A man. It can be any man. The man who you wanted to meet is waiting at the door. The man you wanted to meet is waiting at the door. I am talking about a particular man. So here, the man. Can you understand the difference between a and the? A is used for any kind of person or thing, and the is used for a particular person or thing. This is one case. Coming to the next case of the, a or an can be speaking of a person or thing for first time. When you are talking about person or thing for the first time, then you use a or an. But when you are talking about them afterwards, then you use the. How? Let's see one example. A stranger came to our house. A stranger came to our house. Now that's a stranger. I don't know who he is. So a stranger came to our house. The stranger wanted to meet my uncle. In the first line, because we were talking about the stranger for the first time, that is why a stranger. In the second line, because now it's repeated, that is why the stranger. Let's see another example. He showed me a box. He showed me a box. So, we are talking about the box for the first time. But in the second sentence, the box was full of toys. Now, we are talking about the same box and we are talking about it again. So, the box was full of toys. We will not write a box. We will write the box because we are talking about the box again. That is why a and speaking of a person or thing for the first time and the speaking of them afterwards. So, this is another case. Now, coming to the third case for the speaker and the listener know which person or thing is meant. The speaker and the listener, that is me and you, all of us know about what we are talking. For example, the moon is shining in the sky. I also know about the moon, you also know about the moon. Sky, everyone knows. So, the moon is shining in the sky. A moon is shining in a sky? No. The moon is shining in the sky. The telephone is ringing. I'm not talking about any other's phone, either mine or yours. So, the telephone is ringing. The television is switched on. Whose television? Either my television or your television. I'm not talking about any kind of television. I'm talking about either yours or mine. So, we know that thing. The television is switched on. That is what the third case says. The speaker and the listener know which person or thing is being meant or is being talked about. One more example. The door of the drawing room is locked. The door of the drawing room. Drawing room can be either yours or mine. So the door of the drawing room is locked. Now these are the three cases, and coming to the last and the final case for the, it's a big vast case. How to explain you all? Rivers, seas, oceans, mountain ranges. They all, the names of all these begin with the. Like we say, the Kaveri, the Black Sea, the Indian Ocean, the Himalayas. So they begin with the. Well-known buildings, holy books and newspapers. Well-known buildings, Gateway of India. Holy books, the Gita, the Quran, and names of newspapers, the Times of India. So wherever we write the. Trains, ships, aeroplanes. Trains, the Rajdhani Express, name of a ship or name of an aeroplane. Some countries, countries which have a common noun in their names, like United States of America. States is a common noun. The United Kingdom, kingdom is a common noun. United Arab Emirates. So, which have a common noun in their name, they are being written as the. The USA, the UK, the UAE, and so on. Now, superlatives. In adjectives, we have positive, comparative, and superlative. Superlative is the highest degree. So, the best student. If I talk student, the best. Then, beautiful flower, the most beautiful flower. Wherever we are talking about superlatives, we are writing the. Words like first, last, and next. When you use these words, then also or only also can be added over here. They arrived at the last moment. The last moment. The next day was a holiday. The next. So the is written before that. So here we can see use the with the names of rivers, seas, oceans, mountain ranges, well-known buildings, holy books, newspapers, trains, ships, aeroplanes, some countries, and use the with superlatives, words like first, last, next, and even only. Only is also over here. So this is how and where we are using the. Earlier we have done a, and these are the cases for the. So children, please revise these and let's move on to the exercises.